Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakhaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sarvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धून एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। So the pastimes of the of Lord Hanuman are really very wonderful. So when I was actually trying to formulate a class for this particular session, I thought that I want to dive a little more deeper into the pastimes of Lord Hanuman. Of course, there will be stories also, but I thought that when you have a story, then you need a philosophy also with it. A story without a philosophy is like a empty just beating on an empty husk. So I thought that I should give even tattva with it. Tattva means something about which speaks about the absolute truth. So when I was trying to see this word vanara, so va in Sanskrit means or. The English is word or. And nara means human being. So va means either monkey or a human being or some pashu also. So when we look at a monkey, so that is how the monkey also is. He looks like an animal also, but he looks like an human being also, because his face or his actions or his fingers. So once when Prabhupada was in Vrindavan and this monkey took away Prabhupada's shoe. So one devotee was taking a stick and he wanted to beat that monkey. And Prabhupada said, no, not this way. You cannot, conquer the monkey in this way. So Prabhupada, what did he do? He took one banana and he showed that banana to the monkey. And the monkey, showed the shoe. So Prabhupada took the banana closer. Then finally, the monkey snatched the banana and kept the shoe. So that, so that means that although this particular pashu or animal still has, human-like tricks. So how human beings also do some negotiation. So even this, monkey is also doing some negotiation. And that is why this monkey is called Vanara, because he has some human-like qualities and sometimes, monkey. So that sometimes people might get confused also. And this monkey has a capacity also to confuse. that, okay, what is the real identity? So therefore, it is called Vanara, Nara, that is animal or a human being. So similarly, if you see a devotee of the Lord or a Vaishnava who is in touch with the divine and who is in touch with the Lord is also called Vanara, because he also looks like a human being. He looks like a human, but he is displaying 26 different qualities which are all emanating from the spiritual world, where Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Advaishta Sarvabhutana Maitra Karuna Evacha Nirmamoha Nirankara Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu. He's saying that Advaishta Sarva Bhutana. He's saying the devotees are non-envious, they are compassionate, they have gratitude, they have self-control, they have sense control, they have devotion, and they have also uninterrupted services. Now, all these services, or all these qualities, rather, you can say, make a person stop and take a look and see that this person, this Nara, va, or is he godly, he's divine, and therefore a transcendental Vaishnava personality is also called Vanara. Therefore, Ramayana is also presenting that Lord alone cannot go and retrieve the soul or bring back the soul. The Lord only approaches to retrieve the souls, but he needs the help of an entire army, and that army is the army of the Vaishnavas, the association of the Vaishnavas, and only those Vaishnavas can go and help and retrieve this soul back home, back to Godhead. Therefore, this leader among these Vaishnavas is the spiritual master, and the spiritual master is represented by this particular tattva. So, what this army of Vaishnavas do, they carry the message of the Supreme Lord, and this message, what do they carry this message? They carry this message in the form of knowledge, this transcendental knowledge. So if you see, Hanuman is depicting many qualities like the Vaishnava. So like, when I was discussing that a Vaishnava has many qualities, that he is non-envious, he is compassionate, or he has gratitude. So Hanuman has a lot of devotion for Lord Ram. Devotion means what? That you have faith in your master. You have unflinching faith in your master. Unflinching means what? Adinga. If you take an iron rod and you dig deep down and you place that iron rod deep down, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet down. So now what is happening? That iron rod is not going to budge an inch. You cannot go ahead and shake that, rod. Similarly, devotion to the Lord means what? Nobody can shake you from your bhakti. Nobody can say, hey, just now leave bhakti. It's okay, you've done it enough. 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 80 years, bahut ho gaya bhakti kar liya tumne. No, devotion means what? The faith or the shraddha of that particular person goes on increasing day by day. And even if somebody instigates you, even if somebody provokes you, even if somebody, fills your ears with something different, you don't get shocked from your devotion. Now, this particular devotion Lord Hanuman had for Lord Ram. If somebody says Hanuman, okay, Hanuman, from tomorrow, you please start worshipping Krishna. Hanuman will start, Hanuman will, for him, worshipping Krishna would be as good as, taking his life and soul. Why? Because he is worshipping the Supreme Lord in a particular mood and a form also. Mood matlab kya? There are 5 primary rasas in the spiritual world. As I told you, this one is Shante ras, one is Dasya ras, one is Sakhya ras, one is Vatsalya ras, and one is Madhurya ras. Okay, so now Hanuman's mood or rasa is Dasya bhav. Okay, and that Dasya bhav is only for Lord Ram. It is not for Lord Krishna, Lord Narsingha Dev, or any other form of the Lord. So when, Lord Hanuman came in Chaitanya Leela, and when he came in the form of Murari Gupta. So when he came in the form of Murari Gupta, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, why are you worshipping Lord Ram? You should worship Lord Krishna, because Krishna is the supreme personal Godhead. Hanuman could not bear that. He just fainted. He said, no, I cannot think about anybody other than Lord Ram. Just for example, if a chaste woman is told that, hey, your husband is a beggar, your husband is not providing anything with you, why do you want to stay with this husband at all? See that other man, he's so handsome looking, he has so much money. So chaste woman, now for her, hearing these words is also equal to death. She will faint over there only, and she will not be able to bear, because she has so much faith in her own husband. She has so much loyalty towards her own husband that she cannot bear, looking at another person or getting married to another person or going out with that particular person. So that is called chastity, or that is called devotion to the Supreme Lord, that you cannot think about anybody other than, your own Ishtadev that you call. So Hanuman, when the pastimes of the Lord, they were ending in Lanka and the Lord comes back to Ayodhya. All the Vanara Senas, they come along with the Lord. And at that time, Lord Ram, he wants to reward Hanumanji. And, he speaks to Hanumanji. So Lord Hanuman is asking, Lord Ram is asking Hanumanji that what do you want in return of what that wonderful service you have done, you have rendered to me. So at that point of time, Hanuman speaks a verse. He says that Sneho me paramo rajam satvai nitya pratisthita bhaktischa nitya veer bhavo nanyatra gacchati. He says that Sneho me paramo rajam satai nityam pratisthita. He says that let me always have love and affection for you. Let me also be affectionate towards you. I just want all this towards you. So when you say devotion means what? You have affection for that particular person. Just as the mother has a lot of affection for her children. A mother has a lot of affection for her children. Similarly, Hanuman had a lot of affection for Lord Ram. And for him to serve Lord Ram was the only goal of his life. So on, one of the occasions, Lord Ram says to Hanuman, he says that, Sheshyahi upakaranam bhavanu rininam vayam. He says that, what to speak of after, I'm ending my pastimes, and you will continue to live over here only, and you will offer different services that are going to be performed. And how is it possible that Rinino, he's saying that, how will I pay? How will I ever be able to pay, that debt to you? I am completely indebted to you. It is very difficult for me. So Hanuman has selflessly done innumerable upkaras, for the Supreme Lord. And that is the true quality of a Vaishnava. As I, previously was mentioning in the beginning of the class, that he is the epitome of pure devotional service to the Supreme Lord. He is like an example for us. He's like an inspiration for us that how to serve the Supreme Lord. And even in the Bhagavatam, Krishna is also telling the gopis that, see, it is very impossible for me to repay the debt. I cannot pay you any salary. That is the record of this, of Krishna. That is the greatest devotee. Even that is the greatest even record of Lord Ram with his greatest devotee, who is Lord Hanuman. So we can't, both. Even Krishna is telling to the gopis, Lord Ram is also telling, to Hanuman that I cannot compensate you sufficiently. Just forget it. He's saying that. So even if I sell myself completely, still I cannot, pay you for your services, and you by your services are making me bankrupt. So this is the reciprocation of the Lord and his devotees. And even so, this is the reciprocation of the service that he is doing towards the Supreme Lord, that the Lord is sold to the devotee. The Lord is sold by the service of a particular devotee. So for us also, what is this lesson that Hanuman is giving us? That हमें इतनी सेवा करनी चाहिए कि हमें बिक जाना चाहिए. We should be sold out to the Supreme Lord. I am sold out to you. I am your slave. Do whatever you want with me, and I am just, at your command. Bole na, somebody, if you have a loyal servant, what happened in previous time, they used to have loyal servants. So that servant was so loyal, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, he will work in one only house. And that was called a loyal servant. So, in one of the stories where Hanumanji was, proceeding forward, he saw one demon who came right in front. And it was a she demon. So she opened her mouth, and this demon's name was Sursa. So she said that, I have received a benediction from Brahmaji that whoever comes, over here, has to enter my mouth. So Hanumanji, he became very small and he entered inside. Quickly he entered inside and quickly he came outside. So there will be many, impediments in our devotional life also, but we need to have our goals clear. So that those impediments do not trouble us. Sometimes what happens with devotees, that they are in bhakti and they have faith and all, but there are some impediments which come, and they actually lose that faith and trust. And when we clarify our goals, to whom, those who are posing impediment to us, so even a particular person who is very hard-hearted, that also person becomes very soft-hearted with our humility. So what does this mean? Actually means Hanumanji, what did he do is that Hanumanji didn't carry that confrontation. He understood that, there are expectations, and, Sursa wants somebody should, come and enter. So, okay, I will decrease my size and go in and come out. And you are satisfied. And so you are satisfied, and the mission, continues. So he loses his power. आप जहां पे खड़े हो ना, उसी के उधर देख लेना, ड्रॉर में है नीचे ऑयल. आप जहां पे खड़े हो, नहीं नहीं नहीं, एक छोटा सा जो है ना ओपलेट, बिल्कुल ऊपर ही है ऑयल में. आई एम सॉरी, देयर इज अनदर person who's there in my house. She's cooking. So then, Hanumanji, he over here, he, though he is losing his power over here and he becomes small in size, he does not get affected by envy. He goes deep into her throat and he crushes her completely, so that that envy of her gets destroyed. Because this Sursa demon, she was very much envious, but because Hanuman was non-envious, then what did he do? Only a non-envious person can crush the envy of an envious person. So this is how Hanuman crushed her envy that way. So then when Hanuman is actually entering Lanka, he entered in a very small size in the form of a cat. And then he is going to the inner chambers of Ravana. And because Hanuman is a brahmachari, he starts seeing all the wives of, all the Ravanas. And, he's sleeping in different conditions. All these women, they are, they're like, a little undressed also. So Hanuman means he's thinking that, hey, what am I doing? I'm a brahmachari. Why am I seeing all these wives of this Ravana? It's not right. It is not correct. I should just, move off. But then, so at this point, then he's realizing that, see, I am searching for Sita. Okay. So I'm searching for Sita, but, he was thinking that I am searching for the highest person who is very much lovable to Lord Ram, and Sita, who is the queen over here. And where will I search her? Of course, I will search where the other queens are there, right? So what am I doing is, I'm on the right track. I'm not, I have not come here to see all this, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission for Lord Ram. So, so he, even though he is, unaffected by lust, but he refocused himself on his mission. So, which means that many times, what happens is, we also now, we have a mission, we have a goal, we want to chant nicely. For example, okay, it's an Ekadashi day tomorrow, and we try to say that, okay, tomorrow Ekadashi, I am going to chant 64 rounds. Okay, but sometimes what happens is we drift away, and we drift away in the sense, like somebody might, just see the mobile till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and he may miss, that opportunity of chanting 64 rounds. Because to chant 64 rounds, somebody has to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is all planned. 64 rounds, I see, you on the, and then you can just say, okay, I want to chant 64 rounds tomorrow, but it's a whole day planning. So the planning starts from the, 2 days previous. Like, okay, parso I decide. So for example, today is Ekadashi. So day before yesterday, I decide that, okay, I want to chant 64 rounds today on 5th of April. So then I start planning on 3rd of April. Okay, that what time will I sleep? What will I eat at night? What will be my dinner? Will my dinner be very heavy? Will my dinner be very light? What time will I sleep? What time will I wake up? Okay, and then it is a planned thing that before Mangala Aarti, 2:30 to 4:30, your 16 rounds are over. And then for then 4:30 to 5 o'clock, then you have the Mangala Aarti, and 5:30 to 7:30 another round, 16 32 rounds ho gaya. And then the little darshan aarti you take, and immediately 7:30 you sit for chanting again. Then 7:30 to 9:30 another 16 rounds, that goes up to 16 threes are 48. And then from 9:30 you maybe take a 10-15 minutes break, 9:30 to 11, maximum 12 o'clock. By midday 12 o'clock, all your 64 rounds are successfully completed. But then it takes a lot of planning for these 64 rounds. If somebody really wants to actually chant 64 rounds, so over here Hanuman was unaffected by lust. And what he did, he again refocused on his mission. So if somebody, drifts away, and then he says, oh, I've chanted 48 rounds, enough, drifted away, right? He has to reach 64 rounds. But then, he said, no, 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 no. Anyhow, all that mobile switched off, everything switched off. I'm not at home also. I'm just in the temple, or I'm in just corner of the world, which nobody can spot me out. So then you become refocused in the mission of chanting. So even in our spiritual life, there will be many, many allurements, attractions, but we must not fall prey to all these attractions. We must just focus on the mission that our spiritual masters and acharyas have given. So Maya may come in many, many forms, but if we are sufficiently shielded with the holy name and we are determined in our path, then she cannot harm us at all. And because the Lord has taken the charge of protecting the devotees, where he says in the Bhagavad Gita, Kante pratijaniti name bhaktya pranashiti, that my devotee will never perish. So that's how, this self-control quality Lord Hanuman is depicting with this particular instance, that he is saying that I need self-control. Many times we do not have, self-control on ourselves. We get, carried away. Okay, we were going to the temple and somebody says, okay, let's go to play badminton, let's go to play, football, let's go to play, some other game, or let's go here and let's go there. No, that goal has to be really fixed. And then after, when Hanuman is returning back, so when he returns back, from Lanka, and, he had promised Lord Ram that I will definitely find Mother Sita and then only come. Till the time I do not find Mother Sita, I will not come. That was his commitment to Lord Ram. And he kept his commitment. He kept his promise. So when he returned, after finding Mother Sita, and then he gave that, ring of Mother Sita. So in turn, Lord Ram is embracing Hanumanji. And that is why Hanumanji is, declared as the best servant of the Supreme Lord. So even Lord Ramachandra is saying that, what you have done, I don't have anything to reward you. Please ask me a reward. So over there, he's embracing, and he's saying that only one thing that I can give you is my embrace. Please accept my embrace. Otherwise, the Lord is saying, what can I give you? So Maya may come in many forms. So Lord Hanuman is telling to Ram that, see, I am just offering you myself, but Lord Ram is saying that, no, I am offering myself unto you as the reward of that particular service. So imagine the Lord is sold out. When the Lord says, I am sold out to the devotees, this is means what is the Lord, that reward for us is that the Lord is actually offering himself to us. And this is what only our spiritual masters want from us. What they want from us, that, this is the commission a devotee gets for being the messenger of the Supreme Lord. That the Supreme Lord is offering himself to that particular devotee. So everyone is very much eager to get this, grace or this commission. And this commission is the Lord's embrace. And this is the theme of Ramayana. If you must have seen, in many places, you must have seen Lord Ram is, embracing Hanuman. So this is a very, very wonderful, I saw that picture just today because I was just finding some nice picture of Lord Hanuman. So it was so much captivating, because when I was seeing that picture of Lord Hanuman and, Lord Ram, I was remembering Brihad Bhagavatamrita, and in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, when Gopakumar is coming to meet, Krishna back again in the spiritual world, the first thing both of them do is they both embrace each other. Why? Because Gopakumar was from many, many lifetimes, he was away from Krishna. And it was a separation of a very long span of time. So now when both are meeting, both are crying. It's not that only the devotee needs Krishna. Even Krishna needs the devotee. Krishna is looking in for that exclusive love of every devotee. So, for example, on this particular forum, we have many devotees. So Krishna and every devotee has a very different taste of his love to the Supreme Lord. So Krishna is asking that, exclusive love of Monica for him, that only I want Monica's love. Her love is the best. I only want Anirudh's love. I only want Apurva's love. I only want Jagdish Prabhu's love. I only want Janvi's love. I only want Manoj Prabhu's love. I only want Mayuri's love. He is hungry for that love. I only want Nivedita's love. I only want Priyanka's love. I want Preeti's love. I want Rupa's love. I want Shashtita's love. I want Swati's love. I want Rajamallu's love. I want Vrinda's love. I want Vijay's love. So he wants that exclusive love for you, because you have that taste of love within your consciousness, which is giving pleasure to the Supreme Lord, which no other person can give, that exclusive love. So this is what is actually, the Lord wanting. And we can understand, it can be understood at very various levels. Basically, it is very mystical. It is even penetrating also. It is intellectually stimulating also, and spiritually enlivening also. So at all levels, we can appreciate, understand the Ramayana, and we can get completely absorbed in this particular literature, because this particular literature is just an ocean of ecstasy. Several oceans have been created, in this land of Bharat Desh, you can say. But this particular, the wave that is there for the love of the Supreme Lord, this is that exclusive, bhakti that the Supreme Lord is wanting for. So, many times people think that, oh, I am not very qualified for doing bhakti, I'm a very poor person and I don't have time and I have so many responsibilities. So, when we say about bhakti, then bhakti, is bhakti does not require any qualification. And that is why we say that bhakti is independent. Bhakti is not dependent on any, racism. It is not dependent on any education. Bhakti is not dependent on whether whether a person is a man or a woman or a householder or a renunciate, whether he's an American or an Indian, whether he's rich, whether he's poor, whether he's educated or illiterate, whether he's a child or whether he's an old person, whether he's an animal or a human being, or so, everyone is a child of God, and every soul over here is spiritual. And therefore, to love God and to serve God is the fundamental or the basic characteristics of every living being. And that is why we say that, bhakti is nobody's ownership. Devotional service to the Lord is just a matter of, is the heart, is the art of the heart. When Krishna also is saying, patram pushpam phalam toyam yomya bhaktya prayachati. So in that particular shloka is saying that the main ingredient that you are offering me for bhakti is your deep love for me, your selfless service attitude for me. And that is why bhakti is not dependent on any caste, creed, gender, species, or nationality. sometimes it is, some facilities, it might depend on like some living conditions or some family good. If you put in a very nice family where the family, the father, mother, uncles, aunts, they live pretty favorable, or it depends even on your association, that okay, you are in good association of devotees, then yes, you will excel in Krishna consciousness. Or if if you have that basic education qualification of say 10th grade, 12th grade, or even up to graduation of PhD, then that helps you understand and dive more deeper into the subject matter. Or even a little upbringing also, like okay, somebody is born in a Sanatan Dharma family, then his upbringing is a little different, where because a lot of cultural background is there, and these are some favorable conditions for bhakti. But not having any external background is not a disqualification to connect to the Supreme Lord. So any person who has a very sincere desire to selflessly serve the Supreme Lord, he can do so. And this devotee, such a sincere devotee, he will get a lot of support and intelligence from the Supreme Lord, who is always eager to bestow his mercy. Where Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that, Dadami buddhi yogam yenama upayantite. I give him the intelligence via which he can come to me. So the Lord is only giving support. The Lord is only giving us intelligence. And there are so many various examples from various, you can say, unimaginable background, who attained the spiritual world by just associating with pure devotees. Garuda was an eagle, and he became the greatest bird carrier of the Supreme Lord. Gajendra was an elephant, and he's offering intense prayer to the Supreme Lord Hari, who then, last minute he came and he rescued Gajendra. Dhruva was just 5-year-old child, and he was so determined to practice his devotional service. And he attained the darshan of the Supreme Lord within 6 months. People say that, it's been 25 years of my Krishna consciousness, and I'm yet not able to see the Supreme Lord. Does this process really works? Or, it's just like that only. People are just saying whether really they doubt that whether really God exists or not. But we need to see over there, we need to have patience, and we need to see into our own consciousness or into our own selves, that is my bhakti a very determined bhakti, that I can, like Dhruv Maharaj, within 6 months see the Supreme Lord face to face. So this question, we need to introspect a lot. And even Prahlad was also born as a demon, and yet for the sake of Prahlad Maharaj, the Supreme Lord appeared in a very unique form as a half man and a half lion, in the form of Narsingh Dev, and he saved, Prahlad Maharaj. So which Lord will, present himself as a half man and a half lion? People have so much of identity crisis that they want to look very beautiful in front of the camera. They want to look the best. They're doing so much of ramp walk and so much of makeup and so much of clothing that is there. But here is the Supreme Lord. उनको कोई शर्म नहीं है. मैं आया हूं अपने भक्त को बचाने के लिए. I've come to save my pure devotee who has unflinching faith. And that is why the pillar from where the Lord Narsingh Dev came, we call it the pillar of faith. Why? Because Prahlad had faith that yes, Lord Narsingh Dev is there into this pillar. This is my firm conviction. Now, to keep the faith of the devotee, the Lord appears not from a mother's womb, not from a tree, not from a fruit, not from a river, not from a mountain. He appears in a very unique way from a pillar. So, for Krishna or the Supreme Lord, there are no foundations. that he has to be born from a mother's womb. No, that pillar became the womb for Lord Narsimdev, and he broke open that particular pillar, and he came out from that pillar. So even Prahlad Maharaj's grandson Bali, he was the king of the demons, and yet he received so much of mercy from Vaman Dev, that Vaman Dev became the doorkeeper of Patala for Bali Maharaj. So yeah, and there are so many other devotees also which I can remember. Is one is the fruit vendor, who very, garib vyakti bichari, very poor. She's selling fruits, and she's, she's selling fruits for her living, and who's so very affectionate, who's offering just handful of fruits to little Krishna, and she received a basket full of jewels. Who was a very simple, woman, and the gopis of Vrindavan, they're such simple cowherd girls, but so much of deep love they have for the Supreme Lord, so much of sincere service, that they are the topmost devotees of the Supreme Lord. Kubja is another example. She was a maid servant of Kamsa. And even that small service that she's offering, scented oils to the Supreme Lord, the Chandan to the Supreme Lord. Krishna blessed her with a beautiful form and his personal association. Like, so we know Kubja, in her past birth was Surpanakha. And that's how, in Krishna Leela, then she became as Kubja, and the Supreme Lord delivered her. So even Bhagavatam is teaching us that even very much sinful people, those who were, cave dwellers or birds, beasts, they can also know the science of God. And in the Uddhav Gita, Krishna is personally telling that even those who are entangled in the mode of ignorance and passion, they can also, attain the Supreme Lord's abode by the association of the devotee. There's a condition to it, by the association of the devotees. So till the time we are not in association of devotees, then it is very difficult for us to reach the, supreme planet of the Supreme Personality of God. It is very difficult to reach to Vaikuntha. So, these are some of such, solid teachings from the Ramayana, which we can really imbibe them into our lives. We can see that how I can be dedicated to the Supreme Lord. Just give me a minute. So, when we say, Hanuman is a Hindu deity who is a very much, devoted servant of the Supreme Lord Ram. And many places they say that Hanuman is an incarnation of, of the Supreme Lord. Because when the Supreme Lord comes, then all his associates also come. And definitely when Supreme Lord had to struggle against Ravana to get his wife back, then he needed some army, he needed some people. So that's how Hanuman came to assist the Supreme Lord in his pastime. So Hanuman is also known as Anjaneya Murti or Pavan Putra, Anjani Putra, Bajrang Bali, Hanumanta. So Lord Hanuman, in somewhere I read that he is portrayed as the 11th avatar of Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is also called Rudra, and and if you all know, Rudra has 12 Rudras which we say. So Hanuman was born to Anjana, who is a female monkey or a Vanara, and to Kesari, who is a male monkey. And he was born at Trambakeshwar in Maharashtra. So many places in the Vedas they say that his mother was an damsel Apsara, who was born on Earth planet as a female Vanara because she was cursed, and that's why she came down over here. But she would be, redeemed of her curse on giving birth to an incarnation of Lord Shiva, who was, specially empowered, for devotion to the Supreme Lord. So, and he had an exalted devotion, not normal devotion. He had a very high class, exalted devotion for the Supreme Lord. Bole na, premium devotion for the Supreme Lord he had. So several places also, when I had read in one of the places that where when Dashrath Maharaj, who was the king of Ayodhya, he was given this mm, payasa, this is a pudding by Agni Dev, to share it among all his wives, so that he might have, he had done that Putreshti Yagya. So then that pudding was given by Agni Dev, and he said that, okay, you give these to your wives and they will have divine children. So then there was a kite over there who snatched a little of the pudding, and while that kite was flying, over the forest, he dropped it where, Anjana was there and she was worshipping actually. And who did that work of dropping it into her? This the presiding deity of wind was Pavan Dev. And Pavan Dev, he actually delivered that, small drop of that, thing into Anjani's hand. And then, she immediately swallowed it. And by that grace of Pavan Dev, then she gave birth to Hanuman. So Lord Shiva has only incarnated as Hanuman in the bodily form of this monkey through the blessings of his own godfather Pavandev, with Anjana and Kesari as the earthly planets. So Hanuman, in again one interpretation, is the was the incarnation, or the, you can say, even a reflection of Lord Shiva. And at many other places, they consider Hanuman to be the son of Vayudev. Or when even Ravana, he tried to enter into the abode of Shiva, he called Nandeshwara a monkey, because Nandeshwara is like, looks like. So Nandeshwara in turn, he was cursed Ravana, that only a monkey would, burn your Lanka. Nobody else has this burning the Lanka. And that's why you see Hanuman, while he was there into Lanka, and when his tail was burned, with that burnt tail, he went around Lanka and he burned that whole city of Lanka. So another story also, somebody says that in Vishnu Puran and even Naradiya Puran, it says that one day Narad Muni, he was infatuated with a princess, and went to Lord Vishnu to make him, he requested that, Lord Vishnu, I like this, princess. So, I'm not that beautiful looking, so you please make me look like yourself, so that, the princess will, accept me as her husband in that Swayamvara. So basically, he actually asked for a Hari Mukha. So Hari is the name of the Lord, and Mukha means face. So Lord Vishnu bestowed him with a face of a monkey. He says, okay, you want Hari Mukha, you take a face of a monkey. So then Narada did not see himself in the mirror. He thought that, the Lord has given me, his features of his own face. And he went to the princess, and she burst out laughing at, the sight of this monkey. And it was not like that only she and, Narad Muni were there. There were so many kings around in the court. And Narada was, thinking that why they laughing. Then he realized that, okay, this is the thing. So he was very much unable to bear that humiliation, and he cursed Lord Vishnu, that Vishnu, one day you would be dependent on a monkey only for your activity. So the Lord, the Lord, he said that, okay, what he has done for Narada was good only, that today you would get married to that princess, and then you would be, not a good preacher. You would not be able to move here and there. And that was not, so marriage life is not meant for you. And you do not know your own powers. You have undermined your powers. So then, in this story, what Vishnu is actually, acknowledging Narada's request also for a face like Hari. So, and in this Hari word also has a dual Sanskrit word. So Hari, has meaning of Vanara also. So Narada then he understood that, okay, in Sanskrit, Hari means, Hari also and Vanara also. So Lord Vishnu took it that, okay, he wanted a face of a monkey to please that particular princess. So he gave a face of a monkey. So Narada was repenting for his curse. And but Lord Vishnu was very compassionate. He says that, don't worry, you don't repent at all. This curse will only turn into a boon. And this curse will only lead to the birth of Hanuman, who would then help me in the, when I come as Lord Ram in Treta Yuga, and he will help me to kill Ravana. So as soon as Hanuman was born, Anjana was released from that curse of being Vanara, because she came from the heavenly planets and she was an Apsara over there. So that's how Hanuman was born. And many pastimes of his childhood are also there. So many boons he gets, and so many other things also. So one day Hanuman, he was thinking this sun is there. This sun, it looks like a fruit. I think this is a fruit. So he believed the sun to be a ripe mango. So he actually gulped it thinking that it is a mango. And Rahu, for him it was like it was like an eclipse for him, that there's a clash, because that was the time Rahu is actually seeking out the sun as well. So, and he clashed with Hanuman. So now Hanuman is thrashing Rahu, and he went to the abode of the to take sun in his abode. So he defeated, Rahu, and Rahu is complaining Indra, who is the, the king of all the demigods, that this monkey child has stopped me, from taking the sun, and there is a solar eclipse, and solar eclipse cannot take place like. So this made Indra also very angry, and who who actually in his anger he threw that thunderbolt of Vajra at Hanuman, and that Vajra, it struck its jaw, and he fell down on the earth, and he became unconscious. So, Hanuman's godfather, who is Pavandev, he carried Hanuman to Patala, and as he was departing from the earth, he took all that atmosphere with him. So, atmosphere, which got all that air and life air with him. So, all that life, what life force that is there in this earth planet, it was in great danger. And then all the demigods, Brahma, Indra, all everybody, sorry, Brahma and all the other demigods, they went to the other gods to Patala, and they were begging Pavandev, to return back, because Pavandev is in Patala Loka. So Dharti pe there is no air only, there is no Pavan only. So then in order to appease him, they conferred so many multiple boons on that baby Hanuman. So then Brahma then gave Hanuman a boon that would protect him from all verbal curses. So he was given this, that nobody will be able to give you a verbal curse. So that is called so from Brahma, Hanuman, he was given a power that he will be able to fear his enemies, but he will never be feared by his enemies. And he will be able to destroy fear in his friends also, and to be able to change in the form whatever he wants. Big, if he wants to become big, he'll become as huge as a mountain, and if he wants to become very small, he will become very small, in a thumb size or even smaller than the thumb size, so that it is easy for him to travel wherever he wanted. So from Lord Shiva, he obtained a boon of longevity. So all these demigods, they're giving boon to Hanumanji because he's in Patala. and Pawan Dev has bought him. So there is no Pawan. So now Pawan Dev want that you all give him a benediction. So then, Mahadeji is giving a boon of, long span of time, and he was given some scriptural wisdom also, that he'll be able to cross the ocean. And Lord Shiva is assuring of the safety of Hanuman, and he gave Hanuman, a kavach that would protect him from Indra, and so that from that Vajra, and it will be no longer effect, because Indra was throwing Vajra at Hanuman. So then Varuna is blessing Hanuman with a boon that he would always be protected from water. So if you see how much of water he had crossed, he was not affected at all. And Agni is blessing that fire will never burn you. So if you see, his tail was burned, but Hanuman was not burned, right? So, and Surya Dev also gave, two siddhis, of Anima and Lagima, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or Laghima I remember, but I do not remember the other Siddhi that he gave. That Laghima means what? Very small form you can attain. Garima, yes. Garima means what? You can attain the biggest form also, the biggest form of life. So Vayu is blessing that, okay, you can, move with the speed, more speed than what, you have. And Yamaraj is blessing him that you have a very healthy life and free from, anything, obstacle that is coming in your life. And Kuvera is also giving Hanuman a benediction that he will always remain happy and contented. And Vishwakarma, who is the architect of this whole, Shrishti, he's blessing that, you will be protected from all whatever, is the creation, and any objects or any weapons you'll be protected. And this permanent mark that was left on his chin, because of that Indra's Vajra, that will explain, his name. So on ascertaining Surya, this Hindu deity of the sun. So this will be the teacher of Hanuman. And Hanuman, raised his body in such a big form that he was able to, even circumambulate the sun planet also. And he requested that, you please, Surya Dev, you please accept me as your student. So Surya Dev is, he refused. I don't have so much time, and Surya Dev is saying that, see, I have to always be on a move on my chariot. It is impossible that, you will be able to learn in one place. To learn, you have to sit in one place and, explain. So Hanuman was, not very convinced. He said that, no, yeah, no, he's refusing. I'm not too, he was actually undeterred by Surya's refusal. So Hanuman, what he did, he enlarged his body, placed one leg on, the eastern ranges, and other on the western ranges. And with his face, he turned towards the sun and made his request again. Now, actually, Surya Dev is actually pleased, and he said, okay. Then Hanuman, moved, backwards, facing towards the Surya, and then continuously, he was learning so much of knowledge from Surya Dev. So when Hanuman is requesting Surya Dev to quote, his Guru Dakshina, that I want to give you a Guru Dakshina, like a teacher's fee. If somebody is teaching somebody, of course, they will give Guru Dakshina to the teacher. So Surya Dev refused, saying that, see, I was so pleased and it was a pleasure teaching you, and you are so dedicated. So that is why, I don't want to take any fee from you. So, but Hanuman is insisting that, please, you please take fees. So, then Surya Dev is saying that, okay, I will help you, with I'll help you with a spiritual son called Sugriva. So Hanuman's choice of, Surya Dev as his teacher is said to, signify Surya as, karma sakshi, or eternal witness of all his deeds. Surya Devi is witnessing everybody's deed every day. We are also doing some karmas and somebody is witnessing us. And they say that the sun and the moon are the eyes of the Supreme Lord. So they are both are witnessing whatever karmas we are doing. So Hanuman was so mischievous in his childhood, and sometimes he was teasing the sages, munis in the forest, snatching their clothes, snatching their kamandalus, and some articles. He used to just take away, and he used to vanish somewhere else. And so this childhood was very much in a very naughty place. So all the other sages, they were completely harassed, they said, by Hanuman, and it was unbearable. But they were thinking that Hanuman was just a child, and so the sages gave him a little mild curse, so that what was that curse actually? That he will not be able to remember his own abilities unless somebody reminds him of his abilities. So see, one small mischief he did, and a mild curse was given to him. Now Hanuman cannot, so he was given two siddhis, if you'll remember, Lagima and Garima. So Lagima he could apply, but for Garima to expand or to know his abilities, then he required somebody to sufficiently glorify and make him remember that this is your ability, now you please do this work. So that's how Jamwant always used to help Hanuman to remember his abilities, and that's how Hanuman used to expand himself to a biggest form. So when Hanuman is meeting Lord Ram in the jungle for the first time, because Ram was searching for his wife who was kidnapped by Ravana, and then searching, they came to this Pampa lake, and where this lake was situated actually at the base of this mountain called Rishyamukha, where even Sugriv and all his friends and all, they were hiding from his brother Vali, where Vali and Sugriv had a fight over a mistake, and Sugriv was always suspicious that even Ram and Lakshman would kill him, maybe because they are sent by Bali to kill them. So to ascertain whether they are friends or enemies, Sugriv then sent Hanuman to check their identities. So Hanuman approached Ram and Lakshman in the guise of a Brahmana. So sorry, in the disguise of a Brahmana. So when Ram was introducing himself, Hanuman revealed his own identity, and then he felt full prostrated obeisances to Lord Ram. Then Lord Ram is actually embracing him very warmly, and then after that, Hanuman's life became very much you can say, what is that sentence that I and my father, when we say no, I and my father are one, but I and my father are one in consciousness, right? Or one in the one with the mission of the Supreme Lord. And that's how Hanuman's life also was interwoven with Ram. Itna ghul mil gaye the, like that way. And Hanuman then actually he actually brought, you can say, that Sugriv and Lord Ram together, and then Lord Ram and Sugriv became friends, and Lord Ram helped Sugriv gain back all his kingdom, and he made him the king of Kishkinda. And then after Sugriva was made the king of Kishkinda, then because they had a king, they could fight with another king. So nobody can fight with a normal king just like that only, going on this big gate and say, I challenge you. No, for in those days, kings used to challenge kings. Nobody else, not even a Brahmana could challenge a king. So kings would challenge only a king, and that's how, because Sugriv was the king of Kishkinda, then he could challenge, Ravana. So all these monkeys, they were, searching Mother Sita, and such a big, vast ocean. They were thinking that, where will be, and every monkey was, was lamenting that I wish I could jump over this, sea and go to Lanka, cross the water and go to Lanka to find Mother Sita. And they all were expressing their inability to, jump and cross over that particular ocean. So Hanuman too also was very sad that, it's a failure, of his mission, that till the other Vanaras and Jamvanta and all, how would it possible that till the time we don't cross that particular ocean, we won't be able to, defeat Ravana. So then over here, Jamvant, who is a very wise, Bhalu, he used to actually glorify Hanuman, and he used to extol his virtues. So Hanuman then used to recollect his own powers, and then he enlarges his body and he flied into the oceans. And that is how, on the way, he's encountering a mountain which rose from the sea, and he's proclaiming that, you know, he's owing a debt to his father. And then he asked, okay, you please rest over here for some time. And but Hanuman did not want to waste any time. Hanuman is thanking, the mountain, and then he is going on his mission. So sometimes even, we might also feel that, okay, there is some, break into our, mission, but no, Hanuman went on and on and on. And then in that place, as I previously told, that there was a, there was a sea demon called Sursa. Then she's challenging him, then he's outwitting her, and then he's, killing even this Simhika Rakshasa. And then Hanuman finally reaches Lanka. And then after he found, Mother Sita, in that particular garden, then Hanuman is revealing his identity to her. And he's saying that, I am Ram Bhakta and I've come to take you back again. But, she is refusing that offer. She's saying that, see, it would be an insult to Lord Ram, that he did not fight against Ravana. Because that honor, his honor, Lord Ram's honor would be at stake. So then after meeting Sita, Hanuman, he began to create a havoc, and he, was destroying many palaces and all that property of, Ravana. And in that process, he killed many Rakshasas. Rakshasas like Jambumali, Akshakumar, and his own son Indrajit also. When he used the Brahmastra, it not had no effect of that weapon on Hanuman also. And but when but then, what happened is that this Indrajit, when he shot Brahmastra, then just to respect Lord Brahma, then Hanuman bound himself to that particular, to the ropes of Indrajit. And then he found that, okay, this is an opportunity to meet Ravana. And then he meets Ravana. And then when Ravana, he is actually placed, he's brought into the Ravana's court that time. And then Ravana is actually, there's a verbal argument between the both. And then Ravana is telling that, burn this particular person's tail, and Hanuman goes around, running, So he conveyed that message to Ravana as like a warning. And he's saying that, see, either you return Sita, Mother Sita back again, or you have a fight with the Lord Ram. So out of the two you have a choice. See, if he kills you, then if Lord Ram fights with you, then it is for sure that your death is certain. So now also you have time. You please surrender to Lord Ram. So Ram will be ready to even forgive you if you return Sita, with good honor. So uh, no, then Ravana is saying that, okay, Ravana ordered his kingsmen that, you burn this guy, you just kill this guy. But Vibhishan was interfering that, see, this is against the rules of the kingdom, that if a messenger has come, you're not supposed to kill the messenger. Then Ravana told that, okay, let this monkey's, tail be burned as such. And, uh, you know, uh, then there was a cloth tied to his tail. And then we know the story that Hanuman began to, lengthen its tail. And it was so, after frustrating that the Hanuman for a lifetime, then the tail was burned. And then somehow or the other he escaped. And then the tail was, burnt. And with that burnt tail, he burned that whole of Lanka into flames. So when Lakshmana was also seriously wounded in that particular battle, then Hanuman went on searching for that Sanjeevani, which is a very powerful life restoring herb from the Dronagiri mountain in the Himalayas. So, but Hanuman realized that I do not know what is that Sanjeevani booty. So what he did, he bought that whole mountain only. So, and Ravana realized that, see, if Lakshmana dies, you know, Ram would really become, helpless. So again, he is giving, he's sending Kal Nemi in the disguise of a sage. And that Kal Nemi deceived Hanuman. But Hanuman, caught his plot, caught his intentions, and he sent one Apsara. And then somehow he rescued from her, and um, he rescued her from that crocodile. And also Ravana, when he heard that Kal Nemi was also hit by Hanuman, and he asked Surya also to rise before his appointed time, because that physician that was there, what his name was, I don't remember that physician name, I think it was Sushena, said that Lakshman would perish if he's not treated by a daybreak. And Hanuman realized that danger so much that somehow or the other, I have to save Lakshman. And uh, however, he became many times, he became normal size, he detained the sun god, he prevented that, okay, this day should not break. And then somehow or the other, he was searching for that particular herb, and then he lifted that whole mountain. And then because he brought that mountain down there, then he's identifying that Shushena is identifying what is that herb which will retrieve Lakshman back again. And then after Lakshman was completely saved, Ram embraced Hanuman and declared that, no, you are dear to me like you're my own brother, Lakshmana only. And then after this, all this happened, then Hanuman is releasing Surya Dev from his grip. And he also asked forgiveness, because why? Surya Dev is his guru. So he was binding Surya Dev also. So that is why Hanuman is also called as a Langra Veera. Langra in Hindi means lame, and Veer means bravest of brave. So this story that is there of Hanuman, where he is called as Langra, where he was injured, and when he was crossing the Ayodhya with all these mountains in his head, he was crossing over, Bharat, Ram, and his younger brother. He saw him and he assumed that some Rakshasa was taking this mountain to attack Ayodhya. So Bharat then, shot, Hanuman with an arrow, which was engraved with Ram's name. So that arrow had the name of Lord Ram. And Hanuman did not stop this arrow, as it had the name of Lord Ram written on it. And that arrow injured Hanuman's leg. And Hanuman, landed, and he's explaining that, he's moving this mountain so that he can save Lakshmana. And Bharat felt very sorry. Then, he offered, to fire an arrow to Lanka, which could, ride Hanuman in order to reach that particular destination more easily. And but Hanuman is saying that no, I don't want this help from you. I prefer flying on my own. And that's why he continued his journey with that injured leg only. So this is the unprecedented service of Hanuman for the Supreme Lord. There's another incident also where I specifically remember where when this war ended, and when Ram remembered Bharat's vow to immolate himself, if Ram did not return to Ayodhya immediately, because Bharat had told that 14 years se pehle agar aap nahi aaye, if you don't come, then I will, die. But then he realized that it would be a little late, than 14 years. And when he would reach, then, then Ram sent Hanuman to Ayodhya to inform Bharat that, don't give up your life. Ram is on the way. So immediately, Hanuman went, and this is how Hanuman, saved Bharat also from committing suicide. So if you see, Hanuman is everywhere. Ram Leela mein bhi hai. Hanuman is there in Mahabharata also. Hanuman is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita also as Murari Gupta. So Hanuman is also considered, in Mahabharata, he's also considered to be the brother of Bhima. Why? Because Bhima is also born from Vayu, and Hanuman is also born from Vayu. So what happens? Vayu is the father of both Hanuman and Bhima, and that is why both are brothers. So when the Pandavas, they were in exile, he appeared as a very aged monkey to Bhima in order to kill his arrogance, because Bhima had a little of arrogance, so he didn't want that his brother should have arrogance as a devotee of the Supreme Lord. So even during the Kurukshetra war, when Arjuna is entering the battlefield, so on Arjuna's chariot there is a flag which is displaying. That flag's name is Jay Pataka, but on that flag the picture of Hanuman is there. So this incident, that led to this was an earlier encounter that was there between Hanuman and Arjuna, wherein Hanuman appears as a very small talking monkey before Arjuna at Rameshwaram, where Ram had, built this big, great bridge of Ram Setu to cross over Lanka to, bring back Sita. So Arjuna wondering, wondering loud at Ram's taking the help of monkeys rather than building a bridge of arrows. So Hanuman challenged him to build a bridge. It's okay, you build a bridge if you're so much capable of beating him alone. And Arjuna was unaware of, the monkey's true identity. And then he accepted. And that's how, when he lost to Hanuman, and that's why Hanuman actually then, said that, okay, I will be, whenever you fight on the chariot, the flag, I will be there with you. Like, so Hanuman's, service to Lord Ramachandra was so much unparalleled. His deep devotion to Lord Ram was, unexcelled. Hanuman was an incredible, combination of, he had a lot of good, qualities. He had the perfect etiquette towards Lord Ram, how to behave in front of Lord Ram. His service efficiency was the highest. Efficiency means what? Service efficiency means what? Even many people are working in the, offices. Okay. Some people are efficient in some work and some people are not. But somebody, if he tries harder, then he becomes more efficient in that particular task. Hanuman, till that time, what he was there with Lord Ram, he was never declared as inefficient in his services. Whatever Ram said, he has always come out to be successful. Ram said, go here, yes, and came out successful. Ram said, go there, he went over there and he came out to be successful. So, efficiency he had a lot of intelligence also. He knew how to balance also. So, and because he was the son of Vayu, he was well versed in many Vedas also. And if you see the Sundar Kand of Ramayana, there were so many good deeds about Hanuman are told in very much detail. And when Ram and Sita are also in lamentation, because of this separation, they were not able to bear that separation. Hanuman is bringing hope in the lives of Ram and Sita by giving information to both of them about their beloved. He went to Sita, he told that Lord Ram is finding you, he's also missing you, and all. So, Hanuman's journey from Ram to Sita and from Sita back to Ram was such a wonderful journey from, where Ram was completely in hopelessness. And then he's going to Sita and he's giving hope to Sita also. And when he comes back also, he's giving hope to Ram. So from hopelessness to hope. And Sundarkand completely speaks about this beautiful aspect of where Hanuman is the hero of Sundarkand, where he's helping Lord Ram and he is, bringing all that thing what the Supreme Lord wants from him. Like, so Sugriva had sent Hanuman with, Angad, Jaman, Neela, and all the other monkeys to search for Mother Sita. And for finding Sita, Sugriva was considering Hanuman to be the most capable person, to be most efficient person. Because Hanuman had, superhuman power also and strength also. He had a lot of courage also. He was resourceful also. He knew how to use the resources properly. Like, for example, we are also being given resources by the Supreme Lord, right? What are the resources being given by the Supreme Lord to us? He's giving us air. He's giving us sunlight. He's giving us moonlight. He's giving us water. He's giving us a house to stay. These are the resources the Supreme Lord is giving. Now, how efficiently are we utilizing it? If I've been given a good house, what do I do? Do I do sense gratification or do I worship the Supreme Lord? So that is making the best use of the resources given by the Supreme Lord. So Ram also was, convinced that yes, Hanuman, would be able to bring his wife back again. And then Ram is, giving a ring to Hanuman saying that, see, my name is there on this ring. And as soon as you, meet Sita, you give this ring to her. And then she'll be convinced that, okay, you are my representative and, she will agree to come with you. So, Hanuman's party was, searching for Mother Sita everywhere. They searched the shore everywhere, but they could not find her. So they're completely disappointed and they said that, no, we are going to now fast till death, nothing doing. And they were losing so much of hope, and sometimes they say, that when you lose hope, that is the greatest impediment in your life. Never lose your hope. So, unfortunate are those people who face difficulties or lack of difficulties, but those who have lost their hope. So never lose hope, otherwise you're put into the most unfortunate position. So then, when they went to the shore, then they saw this great vulture called Sampati, who was actually Jatayu's brother, and then they spotted him out, and then they told them they told them that, okay, we are finding Sita Devi, and Ravana had taken Sita Devi on the other side. And these monkeys all became very hopeful, and they became very joyed when they heard that, okay, Ravana has taken Mother Sita on that side of the shore. So there are so many other pastimes of the Supreme Lord like this, that how, so many values from the Ramayana we can take. Now, anybody who's reading the Ramayana again and again, he will have newer realizations. Like somebody reading Bhagavad Gita again and again, he will have new realization. Somebody reading the Bhagavatam again and again, he's having newer and newer realizations. Similarly, somebody reading the Ramayana also, you will be able to extract so many important points from the Ramayana. So, uh, you know, now I can go on glorifying, a lot. There are so many other pastimes also of Hanuman. There is one pastime very specifically. I remember that Hanuman wanted to always serve, Lord Ram. So one day, when Mother Sita was entering into Lord Ram's bedroom, Hanumanji was also following her. And then Lord Ram said that, no, 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 you cannot enter into our bedroom. So Hanuman he went and said Mother Sita that, why can't I enter into this room? He was a very innocent, monkey. And you can say that uh, he was having such an innocent devotional service towards Lord Ram. So just to convince Hanumanji, Ram said that, Sita is having a sindoor on her forehead. So she can enter this room, but you cannot enter. And after that, Hanuman, then he came out and he was thinking for a while that, why did Lord Ram say that? So he's concluding that sindoor is the qualification, that red color sindoor that women put. So sindoor is the qualification required to enter Lord Ram's bedroom. So he decided to, ask Mother Sita to give a little more sindoor. And the next day, when Sita was actually at her dressing table, she was trying to keep the sindoor, and there, Hanuman is coming. And Mother Sita treated Hanuman, as her son, because Sita and Ram did not have children for a very long time. So Hanuman was like a son. So then Hanumanji asked Sita about the purpose and this, why do you all put this sindoor? So Mother Sita understood that, what was his, intention about asking this particular question, and she was smiling also. Then she said that, see, she learned it from the elders that if I keep this sindoor, then that will elongate the lifespan of my husband, Lord Ram. So Sita Mata did not mention her Prabhu, but she said that Hanumanji's Prabhu. So she very well knew that Hanumanji, has pure love towards Lord Ram. And Hanuman is saying, oh, now I understood the secret of this sindoor. So he immediately went to the market in search of that, red sindoor. And, he found one shop. And he ran there and he asked, then the shopkeeper gave him little sindoor in a small box. But Hanumanji said that, no, 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 this is not enough. I want more. So he went into that shop and he opened all those sacks of sindoor. The big, big sacks of sindoor were there. And what did he do is he poured that all sindoor all over his body. And he poured that, sindoor on the body, and then he's rolling on the streets. He rolled and he covered all his body with that sindoor from head to toe. And then he's coming to the palace back again. And Ram is seeing Hanuman, that what happened to you? And when Mother Sita is seeing actually Hanumanji, she started laughing loudly. She understood. And she told the story what happened the previous day. And she told Hanuman that, Hanuman will increase the lifespan of his Prabhu if he applies sindoor. And Hanuman thought that if a small amount of sindoor on Mother Sita's forehead can increase the lifespan of Lord Ram, then how much will it increase if he puts all over his body? So he thought that, Ram can live eternally because of the sindoor applied on, throughout his body. So this is the very pure love what Hanuman had for Lord Ram. And Hanuman knows that Lord Ram is the supreme personality of Godhead. But still, due to his unlimited love for Lord Ram, he thought that sindoor kept throughout his body only will increase Lord Ram's lifespan. So sometimes even, we also sometimes behave like this, that one day if we are late in offering the bhoga, we feel that, oh, Krishna is hungry, so we must prepare bhoga quickly. But Krishna is beyond all these things. Due to our love for Krishna, we feel like that. But it only means that we are building a very nice relationship with the Supreme Lord. Like even if you see in Srimad Bhagavatam, where Devki is also telling to Krishna that Janmate maya so papo ma vidyan madhusudana samsudvije bhava deto kam sad aham adhiradhi. He's saying that ma vidyan madhusudana, saying, oh Madhusudana, because of your appearance, janmate mai aso papo, I am becoming more and more anxious in fear of Kamsa. Kamsat aham adhiradhi. I'm becoming very much anxious. Therefore, you please, arrange for that sinful Kamsa to be unable to understand that you have taken birth from my womb. This is basically when, Devki is in the, jail of Kamsa. She's saying this. She's requesting the Supreme Lord. Because Devki was so afraid of Kamsa that she could not believe that Kamsa would be unable to kill Lord Vishnu, who was personally present. So Devki had that pure love for Krishna, and that's why she was not able to understand that nobody can kill Krishna. And that's why Hanuman is also introducing himself as the servant of Lord Ram. Hanuman never introduced himself that I am Hanuman, I am powerful, I am so and I am so. No. He is in a complete mood of the servant to Lord Ram. So we should also remember that, we have our eternal position as the servant of the Lord. We must completely surrender to the Supreme Lord, Krishna, and we can become his servants. So this is one pastime, such a wonderful pastime of Lord Hanuman, where he is so much of love for Lord Ram that he is ready to do anything for the Supreme Lord, anything, going to any heights, to any extent, to please the Lord, to please Lord Ram, to be the servant of the Supreme Lord. So I rest my speech over here. If somebody has any questions or comments or realizations, you are free to ask me. Hare Krishna. You all can unmute yourselves now and speak if you all want. I have unmuted everybody. Yeah, I have unmuted everybody. You all can unmute yourself, and you all can you all can give your reflections also. If you all have liked something, maybe you all can say, okay, this is the what we liked about Lord Hanuman.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Apurva.
Mataji, I want to ask, when did Hanuman meet Lord Ram first time?
Kishkinda only. When in that Pampa Lake Sarovar, there Sugriv had sent Hanuman to find out whether these two brothers are, who are they? Are they really this? In the disguise of a Brahmana, he had sent. And in that particular, near that lake only, near that mountain, Kiskinda self only, there only they had asked that, and when Hanuman found out, okay, he is Lord Ram and he is my Lord only, whom I've been searching for him. That's the first meeting of Lord Ram and Hanuman. And if you see the Ramayana, no, Ramanand Sagar, it's a very nice dialogue between Lord Hanuman and Lord Ram. So maybe on the YouTube you can find out that, what do you say? Ram Hanuman Milap. You can type that and see. That a very wonderful conversation between Lord Ram and Hanuman. Okay, Apurva.
Thank you, Mataji.
Any more reflection anybody has?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Danvad.
Actually, Hanuman is like very powerful and intelligent, but yet he is so humble. So I like his humbleness so much, and I take inspiration from Hanuman, his humbleness.
Yes. There's somebody who is a very big body person and who is very strong. No? These people have a lot of arrogance also, and they have envy also. They have, sorry, arrogance and pride they have. But Hanuman does not have any of these, He's very humble.
Yes, Mataji. This is very much needed in this world.
Yes. Any more reflections?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sushil Prabhu.
Mataji, is it the same Pampa Sarovar where Lord Ram met Savari?
I think so. Yes. Or let me find out, Prabhuji. Even I am not sure. I'm also not sure. It is the same Pampas where he met Shabri. Because when he's meeting Shabri, there's a very different incident, and when he's meeting Hanuman, it's a different incident. And even for me also it is this, that whether he met Hanuman later than Shabri. He met Shabri first, because when he met Shabri, Hanuman wasn't there with him. Later he met Shabri actually. Sorry, before meeting Hanuman,
Mataji,
he had met Shabri. Yeah, Monica.
was that at Rishyamukh Parvat? Maybe after he met Shabri, Shabri guided him towards Rishyamukh Parvat. So maybe there.
There, yes. Maybe there. Any more reflections anybody has? Okay. So thank you so much for attending this wonderful glories of Lord Hanuman. So I wish you all a very wonderful, happy Hanuman Jayanti. Tomorrow we can always remember Lord Hanuman and request Lord Hanuman to give us that, drop of mercy to serve the Supreme Lord, what mood he has. Let us also imbibe that same mood of Lord Hanuman. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Hanuman. Jai Hanuman.